Hello, everyone. It's Monday, and yours truly is. I'm hurting a little bit, everybody. I'm hurting a little bit. You had Monday, Monday. Today's Monday. That like I don't know what day it is. I'm licking my wounds a little bit. Anyone that's been following thus far knows I have a very eclectic, different groups of of I can't even talk. Like that's where we are right now. Sports that I follow, teams that I follow. I've lived a little bit of everywhere, so I am a diehard Yankees fan. So you can kind of guess how I'm feeling right now. And it's been difficult watching them. The first half of the year, you're like, hey, you're on track to have the best record in MLB, and then they just and we'll get into your like how does this have anything to do with automotive, and we're getting there. Is you saw game four where tickets just got slashed from 200 down to $20, like down to $20. And to put this into perspective, people, and I know we just jumped right into this, like we're just going to go right into this, is New York Yankees. Not only are they, and I know there's very strong feelings, and this is, I'm be very clear, I'm not a bandwagon fan. My mother was a Yankees fan. I've been a Yankees fan my entire life. Is this is a team that has notoriously either the highest ticket in baseball to get in or one of the highest. I mean, Cubs out here, they're the same, like very high ticket. So knowing that, what the hell does that have to do with the automotive world? So I am going to bring this full circle here. They're also on track. They not only did they obviously very you pay for a lot to be on the team. I get that as well. So before we get into that, let's rewind from Friday with Steve Roessler on the show and just absolutely killed it. Did a phenomenal job. Great job. Steve, thank you so much for being on the show. And the title of the show is We're Sitting on a Gold Mine, right? Well, you have the highest ticket in the MLB. You pay for your team. You're on track to have the best record in MLB. You got the home run king. You have everything there. And what did you do? So I relate that to our industry is, are we doing the same thing? Are we maximizing our every single opportunity to our fullest potential? And I know it's Monday, so we're just gonna, like I said, we're getting right into this. We're jumping right in there. Hi, Debbie. How are you doing? How are you doing, Deborah? It's good to see you. 26 degrees. Yeah, it's we'll divert here a little bit, Deborah. We had that last week. It was freezing cold here, Deborah. It was so insanely cold, so cold here, out of control. This weekend was really warm. It was like 76. It was beautiful. But we're dropping back down. It was like in so cold. So we had the same thing here, Deborah. Good to see you. Well, hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well. So we have these Yankees that they did not even like game four. The tickets were slashed. Why? Because no one was going to go. Everybody knew the fate of this. So as our industry, and whether you're watching and you're not in the auto industry, your business itself, are you doing the same thing? Are you becoming the 2022? I can't even say the New York Yankees of this year? Are you the first half or the second half? Have you become the Yankees of 2022? Are you looking at it and saying, you know what? We're good. We're good. We're just so drunk on profit. We don't need to do anything else. We're just going to rest on our laurels and not do a jack shit. And it is very difficult for me not to drop every Brooke word right now because I'm so insanely frustrated with what has happened. Are you making every excuse in the book to say, it's not our fault? We're going to blame the wind. The wind as a baseball team. We're going to not do what is need to be done. We're not going to put the work in. We're not going to treat our customers and ours as guests and VIPs. We're going to just do bad habits. We're not going to work to get better each and every day. We're not going to work as a team. We're not going to constantly be sharpening our skills to get better. And as much as I love my Yankees, I love them so much. This is what has happened. Like, instead of being on track for the best record in MLB, you went the complete opposite direction. Like you got swept. You got swept by the Houston Astros. And I don't remember, Houston Astros are very, very good. I don't like them, but they're very, very good. I get that. And you saw, the other teams that should have progressed as well didn't. I get that, but it's different when you're the Yankees. It's just, so I looked at this and I said, how is this applicable to us in the auto industry. And I think it's very, very applicable that we take our eye. Are we taking our eye off the ball? Are we not looking and saying, how can we improve? Are going back to Steve's conversation, are we engaging with our customers daily? Are we treating them like a friend? Are we looking and saying, how can we get better? Are we doing all these things? Are we letting a system dictate what we're supposed to do? Where you're not using common sense? And to take us back to the Yankees, if we don't do these things, damn it, we're gonna end up slashing our prices to $20 from 200, to $20 for an ALCS. Oh my goodness! Like, yeah, there were some adult beverages drank yesterday. Let's just say that over the weekend, it was, and not only that is that what are you telling your consumer when you do these things? You're just gonna, is it the consumer's fault now? Because if you're not taking responsibility, you're not doing these things to improve, you're not doing all these things, that is what's happening. Because it's at the end of the day, you have, well, you don't have to look internally, but if you're not looking internally and saying, how can I improve? How can I get better? This is what happens. You've lost all sense of identity, and you're showing videos of your arch nemesis for motivation. Like, that's what we're doing. And are you doing that at your dealership? Are you doing that at your business? I mean, these are, how are you treating your customer? How are you bettering your team? How are you doing all these little things to get better as a business, as a team, as all these different things? These are so, so, so big. And there's so much to look at to say, hey, are we the New York Yankees of 2022? Or are we the New York Yankees of the 90s? Like, there's a big, big difference. And if I'm a business, I'm looking to say, how can we work as a team to get better, to reach that ultimate goal, to reach that championship, to be world champions? Because that's what I want my business to be. That's what I want my dealership to be. That's what I want my team to be. And each and every day, I'm striving to be that. I don't want to do it for, staying with the sports analogy, whether it's baseball or whatever, for 8 innings, for 1 inning, for 3 quarters. I don't pull my ace in the 6th inning. I don't, there's just certain things. You have confidence in each other. Are you constantly communicating? Are you using the tools that are there for you to better your business, to better your people? Are your employees not only happy, but do you understand why your employees are there? And are you able to motivate them, to make them to best perform and to optimize all that? And once again, going back to what Steve and I discussed on Friday, which was such an incredible conversation, is all of these tools are there. And before you go purchase something else, are you using the tools that are there? And you have such an incredible system there already in place. And are you maximizing that? Are you saying, instead of saying, well, it tells me I have to make 100 phone calls, do you really need to make those? Before you do that, how are you communicating? Are you actually engaging with your consumers? That's so, 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 so key. So I just love, I don't love the outcome of what happened, not only this last weekend, but really last half of the season. It's literally been very gut wrenching to watch this, because it's just so any. And this is the joy of sports. I love sports. This is what we do. Is like the ups and downs, whatever. I just saw so much correlation between what Steve and I were discussing on Friday, and then to see this, just go, you've got to be kidding. And to top it all off, at 10 o'clock Central, so in 27 minutes, the Auto Hub show. I'm on the Auto Hub show with Jeff and Ian, and we're talking how to treat customers well. Like, could this be more like come all together? Like, it's just like all just, yeah. And the link is in the show and in the show notes. I'm actually going to throw it in the thing here as well. So for some reason, hopefully StreamYard doesn't freak out. I still don't know why StreamYard was doing the crazy things. It's coming through here as well. I think when this does, it actually goes to Facebook. I don't know why it doesn't go to LinkedIn. I got nothing on that one, but for Facebook, it's coming up here. So I'm going to throw this. Oh, and I'm getting an error has occurred. So there you go. Up here, that is for the Auto Hub show. Go ahead and the Bitly link that will take you. You can go RSVP for the show. It's at 10 o'clock every Monday. Ian and Jeff do the Auto Hub show. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal show. They do a great, great job with it. So that is at 10 o'clock here. So we'll be on that. And it just, like I said, it just happened that all that came together on today. So I just posed a question to you all, what, coming off of a great show on Friday with Steve, how are you staying ahead of all this? Are you, once again, the Yankees of, or insert whatever. For me, I personally, with the title of the show today, are you the Yankees of 2022? Are you of the 90s? How are you preparing? Are you constantly staying ahead of this? Are you keeping an eye on the prize and every day? Because you take an eye off for just for a second, and if it's, hey, well, you didn't, you treated me like a not a human. You treated me like a bot, and then maybe you actually used a bot. So I'm going somewhere else because this person treated me like a human. You, as an employee, you did the same thing. You didn't treat me, treat your employees well. I mean, how many times we hear, oh, you treat, well, it starts with the employees. If your employees are treated well, they're going to treat the customer well. It starts at top. So yeah, yeah, well, a little bit of a rant here. It is all, and it does come together. But I feel like this is not Phil. It's just, it's very, very important. It's not a Phil. This is a very, very, very strongly that you've got to really constantly be looking at this. Don't be making excuses. Get to it and look internally, and know that, going back to what Steve said, treat the consumer, treat your client, treat your guest. I don't, uh, just like they're your friend. Engage with them, and constantly, got to constantly be doing this. All right, everyone. I'm gonna be done now. Thank you for letting me rant here a little bit, but like I said, it really does come full circle here. With that, everyone, have a good one. Have a good one. Finish out the month strong. We got Halloween. Halloween's next week, and boy, we have a surprise on Halloween. You do not want to miss the show on Monday. Yes, due to I'm just going to leave it with that. We will be on Halloween. We will be coming on Halloween, and yeah, I'm very excited for it, and obviously on Friday as well. So everyone, have a wonderful rest of your week. Except keep this short and brief, and we will see everyone on Friday. All right, have a good one, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.